Hello and welcome to Sitting It Down with Schneider. Today is the 20th of May, May 20th. And today we are going to be sitting down with Liberty High School senior Caitlyn Weibert. So let's bring in Katie. Hey, Katie, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. I can hear you and see you. That's excellent. Hey, Katie, before we move on and I ask any questions or anything, are you okay with me recording this and putting it up on the YouTube channel?
Yeah, that's okay.
Excellent. Excellent. So, Katie, would you start us off by, well, I've said your name now a few times, but introduce yourself and tell us kind of a little bit about yourself, activities you're involved in, things like that.
So I'm Caitlyn Weibert. I'm a senior at Liberty High School, and before coronavirus happened, I was in leadership and am the class of 2020 senior class treasurer, and I was in choir. So that's a little bit about me.
Okay, so you said I was in leadership, but even though COVID is hit, leadership is still doing some things, right?
Yeah, it is. It
So,
is.
what are some of the more recent things that leadership has been up to, or some things that during this shelter in place you've been involved in through the leadership group?
Well, we've been working on this project. It's a PSA, and I'm not going to give much about it because it's going to be a little bit of a surprise, but it's something that we're doing for the school that will come out at some point, hopefully for the next school year. And we've been planning spirit weeks and preparing for a senior recognition night. So there's been a lot of stuff we've been doing to make sure that the seniors and lots of other students still feel happy during this time and don't feel cut off.
Okay, we won't give too much away then about what's coming down the line. I like that. You were able to let us know, but you kept it subtle. That was good. That was good. So, you and the family, you've been sheltering in place, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, how's that going for you?
It's good. I feel like my family, we've become closer and we've been able to get to know each other a
Give me
little
one
bit.
second, Katie. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Not sure why I did that. For the first time in sitting down with Schneider, I had locked someone outside. I had to let them in. I apologize. Continue with what you're saying there, Katie.
So I feel like my family has gotten closer with each other. We've been able to get to know each other a little bit more than we did in the past because we've always been so busy. My family's always had a lot going on, but now it's really just been the four of us. And Zach came home for a week at one point, so that was nice. So
Right on. Is he still home or did he have to go back?
no, he went back because he has to work, but he came home on my birthday and stayed for a week, so that was really nice.
Very, very cool. Was your birthday recently?
Yeah, it was at the end of April.
All right. Well, happy late birthday.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Have you found that you picked up on any new? I know that some of the kids I've talked to have said they've, picked up on some new hobbies, things like that. Have you picked up on any new hobbies, some things to help keep you busy?
I did. I started painting. I've always wanted to learn how to paint and do that, and I got paints for my birthday, and so I learned and I started to have fun with that and kind of do some stuff on some canvas. And then I also started doing puzzles, which is kind of an old people activity, but it's soothing, so that's nice.
Hey, I'm not going to let Patty watch this because she loves doing puzzles, and I don't want her to take offense at the old person. What kind of now is it watercolor painting or is it just like acrylics or what kind of paint you got going?
I use acrylics. I think it's more fun because it's like really dark and shiny and really sticks out more. So that's why I use
Is
acrylics.
it all stuff from like your head or is it like are you looking at pictures and things like that and kind of replicating them through the paint?
I find stuff on Pinterest a lot of the time, so I have a bunch of ideas saved so that I can transfer them over to canvas or paper, whatever I do it on. And then I feel like I've been kind of circling ideas in my head, but I don't think I'm that creative when it comes to that sense. So
You don't have any artwork handy to share, do you?
not not really, not right now.
How's the distance learning been going? Has that been going okay?
They've been pretty good. My classes, except for the AP, have been pretty easy, but once the AP tests were over, it's so much easier and it's nicer because I don't feel so stressed all the time. So
Are you done with all your AP tests?
Yeah, so I took both of mine last week. They were right next to each other. So I had AP Calc last Tuesday and then AP English the day
Oh
after.
man.
So it was just back to back and then it was over.
So just like ripping the Band-Aid off, right? Just take care of it and then you're
Exactly.
done. Well, that's nice. That's really nice that it's all taken care of.
Mhm.
So I like to ask when this is all said and done, when this whole thing lifts, which hopefully it will, sooner than later, what are some of the first couple things that you would want to do? Like just like the next day?
I really just want to get outside more. Like, as long as I'm with my friends, I really don't care, but I just want to get outside and go back out into nature. I feel like I've been really missing that aspect of life.
Right on, right on. And what's next for you, Caitlin? Where are you heading off to?
So, in the end of August in the fall, I'll be going to BYU Provo, and I'm super excited. I'm going to major in nursing, and I am really excited about that.
My goodness. I mean, think about nursing and what's going on right now. It's just,
Yeah, it's crazy.
does that make you nervous at all? That's such everything's so intense with that. Like, do you look at those people on the front line, the that are doing just amazing things, and say to yourself, that could be me in a couple of years?
Yeah, I think about how, like, if I was a couple years older, I would probably be a new nurse just getting into it and dealing with all of this. But since I'm a couple years younger, I get to see what it's like, what people are going through before I get into it. And I can see how much of, like, how big of a job it is and how important it is. And how when I get there, I'm going to be needed a lot. And that makes me feel special because I know that I'll be helping people. That makes me
It's
happy.
really neat to hear. It's not making you shy away. It's more, let's go. I'm ready for this. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you're in our current situation, if you're looking at that and saying, I still want to go into nursing because and you realize, I mean, we all know how important that is, but then just in this recent time, it's just elevated, right? It's become even more and more, and that's just really neat to hear that you're saying to yourself, I want to get in there and do my thing. So that's really, really cool. All right, kiddo. Well, we're good. I thank you so much for sitting down with me today. I really, really appreciate it. Say hi to the family for me, okay?
I will.
All right, bye-bye.